This is in response to the videos that say the Rockets should have won the game. The conspiracy theories abound, but this was a good call. Pay attention to this clock here, this clock here. Just as a quick note, it was pointed out to me that 3 frames of video in professional video equal 1/10 of a second. So every time I push the button 3 times, it equals 1/10 of a second in real time. Okay? That being said, I'm going to go a little bit forward and start the video to play in. Let's stop it here. First off, Harden should have switched. Jones could have come over. Somebody could have been in front of him. That's neither here nor there. Let's go forward a little bit here. You see Lillard comes over for the ball. Here's the inbounds pass. You say the clock started late. I'll give you that point to a certain degree. And here's why. He hasn't caught the ball yet. Doesn't look like he's caught the ball there. Let's say that he catches the ball right here. We're going to ignore the 4-second part. We're going to focus on this number right here, this 24. That's 24 frames. There's 30 frames in each second. So by extension, 1/10 of a second equals 3 frames. Okay? If he touches the ball right there, then the clock should start right here, right? Let's go 3 frames. That's 3 frames. That's 1/10 of a second. Let's go another 3 frames. That's another 1/10 of a second. So that's 2/10 of a second that should have run off the clock, correct? There's 3/10 of a frame. 3/10 of a second. 9 frames total since he's touched the ball. Neither clock here has moved. Let's go one more frame. Now that's 10 frames. 3/10 of a second. This clock reads what? 0.8. This clock reads what? 0.9. The clocks that the networks uses a long wire from the production truck somewhere outside the arena all the way into the arena or into the outlets that they have built into the arena, which still runs all the way to the floor and plugs into the clock. There's a delay in those clocks, a lag if you will. It's inherent. You'll see it in any arena you go to. So you notice 0.8 here, 0.9 here. That's the first thing. So again, this is 10 frames in, 11, 12. So that gives us 4/10 of a second since he's touched the ball. Another 3 frames, 5/10 of a second. Another 3 frames, and you can argue that the ball is out of his hand right there. That's 6/10 of a second since he's touched the basketball. Maybe in his hand, may not. Here it's clearly out. So you're roughly 6/10 of a second. But we did say that the clock started 3/10 of a second late. Again, there's 6/10 here, there's 7/10 here. Pay no attention to this clock. It's not accurate. Here's the clock you're worried about. 0.6. If it started 0.3 seconds late, take 0.3 from that, and you still have 0.3 on the clock, and the ball is clearly out of Lillard's hand. As bad as the referees have been in the playoffs, and in this series in particular, think back to Game 1, this was the right call. The Rockets just could have played better defense to force this Game 7. They could have hit free throws to force Game 7. If it comes down to this shot, we didn't deserve to win. It just hurts to watch.